Welcome to another special edition of the SpeakEZ Fireside Chat. We have co-founder and CEO Stephen Jiang and VP of Marketing Shannon Pritchett. We have a special topic exploring Agentic AI and what it means for talent acquisition. So I'm going to interview these two individuals and figure out what Agentic AI is and how it's to impact the next recruiters of the world. First question. There's a lot of talk about AI replacing recruiters completely versus AI working alongside them. What should our industry be preparing for the future?
This is a very big topic. And many people in the market now, we have so many opinions. But my personal opinion, it's hard to predict that hard to say that within the 2 years and say 24 months, and AI will be as capable as a human recruiter for many reasons, and we can break down into many details. But that's my conclusion here. But then after 2 years, because this is the world changing every day, and hard to predict after that. So with that being said, let's say today's AI, and no matter it's agentic AI or it's the generative AI and people are talking about, I think the augmentation and being the assistant to the human recruiters, and that is the right approach to go with.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And I first wrote about this topic in 2016. So it's nothing new. I think it's expediting because we are getting closer and closer to more AI adoption. 2016, there was no AI adoption. And, we really didn't see it till after the pandemic. One thing is for sure, I definitely agree with what Stephen says, is we don't know what the future will look like. You are seeing instances of AI, fully replacing different functionality and different things. But in terms of recruiting, which is a very people, human driven, I don't think it's there today. And, maybe it can get there in the future. But one thing that really excites me is how much better AI is getting, right? And how much it can really help boost our productivity. When I mentioned I wrote about it first in 2016, I went back and read that article. And there was no ChatGPT at the time. And the article was so good, and it was so refreshing for me to go back and read, because it doesn't look like every other article that's out there today. So I don't think ChatGPT is there from a taking over writers and stuff like that just yet. We really haven't seen writers leave, and go away because of ChatGPT, right? I think newspapers are struggling, and they could, reduce expenses, but people are still writing articles. And so I think it's a classic example that, we see with recruiters as well. So I think it's going to get better, stronger. It's going to make us better and stronger. But, in terms of, full replacement or anything like that, I say let's adopt it, let's use it, let's get better, and let's see what the future will bring.
There's a lot of AI tools, a lot of AI definitions. What makes Agentic AI different from the regular AI tools we're seeing in recruiting today right now?
Great question. Again, many people, especially those AI scientists, and also those evangelists, and they might have many opinions. Okay, and you can use ChatGPT and Gemini to find a lot of answers. But I want to provide my personal conclusive answers as well. And this is also something, the message I shared with our AI and machine learning team. And from my understanding, and there are two fundamental differentiations of this agentic AI compared to the previous generation of AI. So first one, it can use tools. Okay, and this is the breakthrough of intelligence. And you have a framework of intelligence that can use tools just like human being. So this is one fundamental difference. And the second fundamental difference, it's about the multi-step sequential execution, right? And plan and execute. It's a multi-steps sequential. And the more common use cases of AI today, it's more about AI will react to humans' prompts, right? For example, the ChatGPT you are using every day, and you ask, and that AI will answer, right? It's a reaction. But now, the AI agent, the agentic AI, this framework will be able to execute the tasks, multiple steps proactively. And in the meantime, we also self-iterate if anything wrong and go back and then to execute, right? So this is called multi-step sequential execution in my opinion, okay? So these two are very fundamental difference. And that opens the huge door for the enterprise software like hireEZ.
hireEZ has been the leading force in AI sourcing recruiting. How is it evolving and embracing the future of AI, of where it's going, not where it's at right now?
Okay, I can give a very decisive answer here. We are all in the new generation AI, right? And no holdback, no pause, all gets better. Okay, so that's my attitude, and also this is hireEZ's attitude. So when we talk about how AI help hireEZ, and you can always see hireEZ's product constantly upgrade and change. Okay, and sometimes we even pivot from what we have been great at. Okay, so back in 2016, we released AI sourcing. That was a way ahead than any vendors in this space. Okay, so literally, Hydro at that time invented AI sourcing. We said, hey, we don't do stream boolean search anymore. Let's let AI do the search, right? And today with the technology, and especially in the past years, many waves, every time we are able to bring the AI into our product to make user experience way better. And we also expand our scope from AI sourcing to the top of funnel and cover all outbound recruiting. And then say, hey, it's a unified platform sitting on top of ATS. But that's not enough. Now we want to get into the next step. Hey, how to bring the agentic AI into hireEZ's unified TA platform. So you will see a lot of exciting things.
You talk about exciting things. What excites you, Shannon, about this next wave of agentic AI recruiting?
It's always been being able to do tasks that simply we cannot do, right? Letting AI do matching for us. I remember when hireTool was launched, and it was not using Boolean, being able to assess new candidates, I might have missed before, but that productivity boost in the efficiency that can come out of it is just really, really exciting. And I think that recruiters are going to be able to do a lot more in a shorter amount of time. I think that's just going to lead us to better hires, better candidates, reduction in cost to fill. I think everything as the industry we've been struggling with, like AI is here to finally help. And I think that's going to be a huge impact, not only with organizations, but the entire global workforce in general. So again, it's like, I don't think we need to be fearful of it, but I think we should be excited that, we're going to get a lot better at our job. And that's really what matters at the end of the day.
For sure. Companies are excited. People are interested in AI, but sometimes they're not sure where to go. What would your recommendation be for organizations, for our industry, to tap into more on the agentic AI and everything that we have going on?
Let's take one step back. And before we talk about how those corporate recruiters or agency recruiters and what should they do, and we should ask the software vendors like hireEZ, what should we do? And there are divisions in where what's the direction for this agentic AI should be developed. Okay, and I think overall we got to find the best product format so that it can fit into the physical world's recruiters' use cases. And from there to automate the repetitive tasks and truly bring the productivity gain. Okay, so, and when we boost the productivity and we can blindly trust that people will love it. And people love it, they start to adopt it. And instead of enforcing people to use this new technology, I think the successful new technology will find its way to attract the user with its value. So that is the general principle. And now let's talk about the recruiting team and the recruiting team leaders. And what should they think about? Number one, find the use cases. Solve the use cases instead of this is hype. Hey, everybody use AI. I want to use AI. Yeah, and find the use cases. Okay, and in a high volume space, use case can be in those are very hard skill and very high barrier white collar positions, and the use case can be B. Right, this can be very, very different. So the use cases should drive the AI adoption. And also that AI adoption will create a flywheel with the AI development, right? So that's the general principle I want to bring into hireEZ and also with all our customers.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm going to steal the answer from our other co-founder and CTO, Shannon, because I asked him this about a year ago. I said, hey, I would like to have more AI on a marketing team. And I did what the entire market is doing right now, right? I was window shopping. I was inquiring information. I was researching companies. I was trying to see as many demos as I can. I was really trying to be as knowledgeable as I possibly could. But I couldn't really decide where AI fits into the team just yet, right? We were using tools, to help us with research and obviously content, but, in terms of more full-blown automation, I kind of turned to him. And he said an answer very similar to Stephen. He's like, write down every little task your team members do and look for overlaps. Look for things that are repetitive. Look at things that are time consuming, right? Look at things that, we think you can accelerate, right? Where are you falling behind of productivity? What can be improved? Is like, and once you have a good understanding of those bottlenecks, he's like, those are the type of questions that you need to go back and challenge your software vendors to see if they can provide that. So, it was very well thought out. Nothing came from it because the technology was there on the marketing side. But I think that's a good ask for every TA leaders, right? Talk to your teams, talk to your recruiters, right? Roll up your sleeves with them, really learn what is taking too long, what the bottlenecks are, what is humanly possible, and where can they get some help. I think those answers and partnering with software providers that you know and trust that are knowledgeable, then I think that's where AI can really benefit you today.
Love it. So in another word, we can summarize what Shannon just said. It's a human-centric AI first. Okay, let me repeat. Human-centric AI first. That's the mode we got to operate, no matter in sales, marketing, recruiting, and many, many other business processes. Okay, so that's the future word.
Yeah.
Human-centric, AI first.
Yeah, use AI as a companion, as a teammate, and as a replacement. And I think that's the next step.
Love it. Well, as we wrap up, we would love to help you be that companion and show you all about what we're doing here at hireEZ. If you want more information, please go to hireEZ.com or click the link below, and please share this with your network. Thanks again, Stephen. Thanks again, Shannon. We'll see you later.